In a quiet little town, no one noticed him at first. Just a small, scruffy stray dog wandering the streets, searching for something he couldn't quite name. Maybe food, maybe shelter, maybe a friend. But one day, everything changed. This is the story of how one little dog, unnoticed by almost everyone, managed to touch the hearts of an entire community and taught them a lesson they would never forget. Maplewood was the kind of town where everyone knew each other. The streets were clean, the parks were quiet, and the neighbors were friendly, mostly. But among the peaceful homes and colorful gardens, there was one little secret. A scruffy stray dog that no one paid attention to. He wandered from street to street, slipping in and out of alleys, always careful not to be noticed. Most townspeople ignored him, thinking he was just another nuisance, someone else's problem. But to a young boy named Max, who had always had a soft heart for animals, the stray was something more than just a dog. There was something in his wary eyes, a story untold, that called out to Max in a way he couldn't ignore. Max was 10 years old, curious, and full of heart. One afternoon, while walking home from school, he saw the dog hiding under a bench, shivering slightly from the cold autumn air. The dog's eyes were full of fear and mistrust, darting around nervously, as if he had been hurt before. Max crouched down slowly and whispered, "Hey there, buddy. It's okay." The dog froze, then slowly crept a little closer. Max placed a small piece of his sandwich on the ground and watched as the dog hesitated, sniffed it, and then carefully took it. It was a small moment, seemingly insignificant, but it marked the beginning of an unlikely friendship that would change both their lives. Over the next few days, Max began bringing food and water for the stray dog every afternoon. He would sit quietly nearby, speaking softly, slowly building trust, until the dog, whom he named Rusty, began to relax in his presence. Max didn't realize it at the time, but his small acts of kindness were creating ripples across the town. Some neighbors noticed his routine and smiled, touched by the boy's dedication, while others shrugged, dismissing it as pointless. Max didn't care about opinions. He cared only about Rusty. Through patience and quiet persistence, he showed the dog that not all humans were cruel, and that love could be gentle and consistent. Not everyone in Maplewood shared Max's heart. Some neighbors complained about Rusty wandering near their homes. "He could bite someone," they said. "He'll never change," said others. Max could feel the whispers, the sideways glances, the judgmental stares, yet he refused to give up. Every evening, he continued feeding Rusty, brushing his scruffy fur, and simply sitting by him until Rusty felt safe. Slowly, the boy's dedication became impossible to ignore. People began noticing, and for the first time, Rusty wasn't just a stray. They began to see him as part of their community. Then, one sunny afternoon, everything changed. A toddler wandered too close to the busy street, and Max was momentarily distracted. Panic struck as Rusty, sensing the danger, leapt forward, barking and nudging the child back onto the sidewalk just in time. Neighbors gasped. Phones and cameras came out, capturing the moment. Rusty, the little stray dog no one had cared about, had saved a life. In that instant, the way the town saw him shifted completely. Rusty was no longer a nuisance. He was a hero. His courage and loyalty became a symbol of what small acts could achieve. After Rusty's heroic moment, the townspeople's hearts began to change. People brought blankets, toys, and treats for him. Local shelters offered to find him a permanent home, but Max knew that Rusty belonged to Maplewood. The town organized a small celebration in the park, complete with banners and balloons. Children played with Rusty, families took pictures, and neighbors who had once doubted him now smiled and hugged the boy and the dog. What had started as one boy's quiet act of kindness had transformed into a community movement, reminding everyone that caring for something or someone could bring people closer together. Rusty now roamed the streets of Maplewood with pride, no longer lonely, no longer afraid. He had a family in Max and a community that loved him. Max and Rusty's bond was unbreakable, and townspeople would often stop to pet him, smile at his playful antics, or tell stories of the stray dog who had saved a child and touched their hearts. Through Rusty, Max learned an important lesson. Sometimes, a single act of kindness, just a sandwich, a gentle word, or a little patience, can change not only one life but the lives of many. Maplewood would never forget Rusty, the stray dog who taught them the true power of love, trust, and hope. If Rusty can change a town, imagine what you can do. Like, share, and comment your own story of kindness below.